Hey guys, welcome to Ham Radio with K0PIR, my YouTube channel. Well, I've decided I'm going to have to take this little episode in pieces. I'm going to patch it together. Now, first thing I'm going to show you is the installation of the Anytone DMR radio in my Kenwood TS 480 HX. Here's the Anytone DMR, and it's a 578. It's a really nice radio. I got it because it has APRS. But I'm not sure if I really like APRS the way that it operates, because the tone burst is really loud and there's no way to turn it down or mute it. So needless to say, I don't leave it on. But it's a good radio. I always get good audio reports on it. I'm going to try to set it up. Didn't really like mounting it on the dashboard, but I'm kind of limited. My truck is a 2007 Dodge Ram. It doesn't have all the electronics in it. That's one thing I like. It is just a Ram 1500. So I'm kind of limited in space, and I thought I'd put the radio up on the dash, try it out anyway. And the fan runs on it an awful lot because the sun's hitting it. I don't think you can hear it right now. It's pretty quiet, but I can tell when it's on. And for the Kenwood, this TS480HX, it's the high power one, 200 watts. I mounted it right above the cup holders, and there's a little, in these Dodge Rams, there's a little piece that goes in here. I took it out. I think I might be able to put it back though, to cover up this empty spot. It's mounted down there. I'm using some double-sided tape with this little mount down here. You can see it. The head's mounted on that, and then it's attached to the cup holder tray. The transceiver itself is mounted underneath the driver's seat, and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, the transceiver is mounted underneath the driver's seat, and it's got pretty good airflow down there. Got some cables that I need to tidy up a little bit, but this one has 2 fans on the back. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with it getting hot, and it's pretty easily accessible. If I need to change something and get in, I can do it. Here's the stake pocket mount and my Scorpion antenna, and the stake pocket mount is really solid, and I'll tell you why. A guy forgot to raise his garage door, and the antenna hit the garage door and bended it back. You can kind of see it, but it didn't affect the antenna. It did dent the truck a little bit right in here, but I'm not going to worry about it. Got some bonding done underneath the truck. This flat strap goes up to the antenna base, and then this little strip bonds the frame to the truck bed, and I've got another one on the other side. This is the other side of it. I want to get another strap and attach it to the exhaust in the frame, but I'll have to get underneath the truck when I get home and do that. There's an NMO mount on the roof, and to get that mounted, you have to pull out the headliner, and it's really not that bad. There's a video on YouTube that shows you how to do it. It took me a couple hours. But that cable runs down. It's going to go that way through the headliner. And then down through this pillar. And over to the radio. So if I have to move this, I can move it. And then the power cable from the radio goes. There's that noise. That's the APRS. It goes That's annoying. Goes right down between the windshield and the dash, and then down this side, and underneath, and all the way back to get power from my accessory battery. I had a heck of a time finding out where to route this cable. I've got the coax and the control cable, and it goes down the back of the cab, and underneath I had to drill a hole, and it comes up through this piece right here. Drill the hole underneath this plastic, and the cable, the coax, comes up through there and to the radio, and then to the control box. My accessory battery actually fits, even with this big box, fits underneath the seat. And that's a Renogy 12 volt to 12 volt charger, and it's about $100 bucks. I got it off eBay, and it works really well. It's got a control line right here, so it only turns on when I turn the key on in the truck. I use on these, I always use some spare, or I'll go out and buy jumper cables and cut them up and use them. And I got those cables running underneath the floor mats. And then up through the driver's side of the truck, and I'll show you that. I want to mention that 480HX has two power cables, and one for each battery. One goes to the accessory battery, and the other one goes to the main truck battery. Power cable from the back for the accessory battery runs up here. There's a hole up in there, and I've got the power cables running through there. I'm gonna have to close that hole up, but it's a real good place to run it. These are the cables from the accessory battery, and the holes underneath there, I can't quite get the camera in there, but the holes underneath there, I drilled it out, so I have a nice size hole to run the cables through. And the wire coming from the Renogy, the control wire, it comes in. I just plugged it into one of the fuses that turns on when I turn the key on the truck. So it's not running when the truck's off. And one of the neat things about that battery charger is I can change it for lithium, AGM, sealed lead acid, whatever. It's got charging profiles for each, and I think that's a good thing. Hopefully the batteries will last longer. All right, well, I'm sorry about having to piece that together. It's been a very interesting trip, and I'll post more about that. I had the truck break down and had to be towed into Longmont, Colorado. But the auto shop that repaired it let me stay in their lot next to their shop. So it only took one day. I was there one day, and they had me out the next day. So not too bad of an experience overall. First time that has happened. So I hope you find this informative and useful. This again is on that 2007 Dodge Ram 1500. I've got it set up pretty nice. I'm going to have to get it tidied up a little bit when I get back home. And I just noticed something on that Renogy. That's a 20 amp, and the fuse that I have on it coming off the truck battery is a 100 amp fuse, a big fuse. I might have to take a closer look. That was the only one I could find in the store, so yeah, I'm going to be replacing that, probably adding another fuse in the line too. All right, well, again, I hope you find this informative and useful. I'll be here a couple more days, and then I'm headed to the Arapahoe National Forest, Arapahoe Roosevelt National Forest, a little bit west of here. And I'll be camping there, operating more, and hope to hear you on the air. Look for me on 3973 megahertz early in the morning. Excuse me, 3973 kilohertz. Look for me there in the early morning. And on 7.184 right after that, that'd be about 8 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock in the morning Central Time. That's the RV Service Net. and then I'm playing around the bands CW, FT8, and PSK31 the rest of the time. Thanks a lot. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Help me to reach 10,000 subscribers. So share this video or links to my webpage to your friends. 73 and good DX.